All right, all right. It looks like we are live. What is going on, BRI-HIVE? Happy Thursday. We are almost through the week. It's almost Friday. How are you guys doing today? How has your day been? How has your week been? Let us know in the chat. For those of you that are watching live or those of you that are watching on replay, make sure you hit the like button and the subscribe button to help us out in the algorithm. Today, we're going to have a little bit of a palate cleanse from the Murdaugh trial because it is all over the place. And really, we got some other cool stuff that we should be covering, not just focusing on the tragedy of that situation, but also checking in on some other areas of law that we normally cover. Alpha will be joining. I think he will be joining us a little later on in the stream or maybe in a few minutes. But he's saying that he's here. So he'll be here in a little bit. For those of you who do not know me, I am Boss Attorney Bri. Here on this channel, we cover copyright lawsuits, trademark lawsuits, celebrity lawsuits, and really whatever the heck we feel like covering. And today, which is very, very interesting, today we actually have an update on a case that I did not put on the thumbnail. So I would love to know if the people live would like to hear about the case. If you have been following me from about a couple months, maybe last year, I can't remember exactly when last year we covered this case, but the Fuzzy Birkins, we covered it twice actually last year. Fuzzy Birkins has a judgment in the case. They have ruled who's the winner on the Fuzzy Birkin case. If you guys remember what I'm talking about, please let me know. As a reminder, go ahead and drop it in the chat. But as you guys type it in the chat, the Fuzzy Birkin show, hello Alpha, late to his employment, that is going on the books. Okay, welcome to the live stream.
Thank you.
All right.
Just a little bit.
Do you want to explain to the audience why you're late? I'm just kidding. Yes. So welcome to the live stream. We kind of talked about it earlier. The Fuzzy Birkin case has been finished. So I think I'm going to update the chat on that case. And then maybe next week we can go a little bit through that case. And then we have the defamation trial with Meghan Markle, whose sister is suing her. And you were new to that case, right?
Me? Yep.
Yeah. So you didn't know about the Duchess being sued, huh?
No. I actually learned about it from you today, so I did a little bit of a review on the case.
Okay, so what do you think about it so far?
I think, well, you don't cuss on your channel, so I wouldn't use the profanity, but I feel like the royal family is paying the sister to do this.
Hey, those are speculations.
But it seems like they may be funding this case to maybe undermine Meghan on this. That's just my view.
I don't know. We'll see what's going on in the case. Okay. But if you guys have been following me for a while, or if you just did like a replay on my channel, and I say this because we got a lot of new subscribers over the last week or so. So welcome to all the new subscribers, and also welcome to the OG subscribers. You guys might have been here live with me when it was only like 12 people watching me live. Covering the Meghan Markle being sued by her sister, and she's basically upset because Meghan basically did not claim her. She said that she didn't really know her. Basically, that what's her name, Samantha, is she's trying to say that she's her sister based on clout. They're biologically related, but Meghan Markle has said that she didn't grow up with her, so she doesn't consider her sister, which I don't think that's unreasonable. Like,
I don't know who Samantha is either. So
well, you don't have to know who Samantha is. Well, she doesn't know who it is either. And so Samantha,
we're all on the same boat.
So Samantha, I see a lot of green names, a lot of members in the chat. Welcome members, welcome in.
I don't think I'm a member still. I'm not sure.
How do you buy memberships for other people and you're not even a member?
I just wanted to support. I thought this is a good community and I wanted to support. So, and I'm the new staff. So it's one of those things.
You got to pay your way to play. No. So what's happened? Samantha, she's upset. She said Meghan Markle said she didn't know her on Oprah. And Samantha was hurt by this because she said she has pictures with Megan Thee Stallion.
Yes,
Not
Megan Thee
Samantha.
Stallion.
With Meghan Markle.
Oh no, I like Megan Thee Stallion.
Samantha is gonna come after Megan Thee Stallion next. So this my sister too. That's embarrassing. Meghan Markle says she has pictures of her when she was young, that she took care of her and all of this stuff. So she doesn't understand why Meghan Markle is not claiming her. Like, would your feelings be hurt if you actually have siblings that you didn't grow up with, right?
I actually do.
So would you be hurt if they said they didn't know you if they became famous? Like they're famous. They're the president of your country now.
Okay, so I wouldn't be mad because I don't have a relationship like that with them. So it would all come from ego if I felt like, oh, you need to acknowledge me. So I don't know what I like Megan Thee Stallion's talking about.
Meghan Markle, man. Don't get on me. This is the second week in a row that I'm messing up who I'm talking about. All right. But that's just a brief rundown. I know it was a little bit all over the place. So we're going to not wrap it up, but we're going to get it together as the stream goes on. And hopefully I stay a little bit more on track. We'll talk about the Hermes Birkin bag, fuzzy Birkins. And then we'll also talk about what happened in the Meghan Markle trial so far, because we covered the complaint. And then a little later on, we covered her motion to dismiss, giving her reasons why she's not claiming Samantha. But the court declined the motion to dismiss, saying that Meghan did not meet. I feel like her name is not Meghan now. That Meghan did not meet her burden, or not her burden of proof, but she did not meet the standard to get the case dismissed. But I did read somewhere that the judge is a little concerned that it may be dismissed before it actually goes to trial, or dropped or settled or whatever it is. Because to me, and I've covered this on my channel, to me it's more of like an opinion. Like, no, I
can see the royal family. If the royal family had been the one that did the lawsuit, sure, I could see that, because that interview was very detrimental to them. I don't, care for both parties, but I could see how it could be.
But how is it? I guess. All right, let's go into the chat. We have Fearless Frappuccino, or SF Cappuccino, saying, I'm probably going to be away during the time of the live stream, but I'll be back as part of the replay crew. Well, we hope to have you back on replay. Yeah. We have Marianne Williams, as a member of the channel, saying hi there. Bri and BRI-HIVE, hope everyone is having a great evening. I hope so too. And while I'm at the top of these chats, if you have not already, make sure to hit the like button. Help us out in the algorithm. Let's get some more new friends. We have some new friends. Let's get some more new friends. And subscribe if you're not already subscribed. We have Cheerful Bacon, another member of the channel. And guys, I'm telling you, everyone in the chat, almost everyone in the chat is a member. So thank you guys so much for supporting the channel. Cheerful Bacon saying hi. BRI-HIVE, hello, welcome back to the live stream. We have Sam Wine saying hello, Bri and Hive. I am so ready for some tea. Yes, new tea. We're not talking about that circus that's going on over in South Carolina. And was that today or yesterday that people got rushed out of the court? I have not looked at what that was about. So if you guys have a little bit of insight on that, let me know. Let me know what happened, and I'll go look it up after the stream. Marianne Williams says, yes, would love to know. Okay, we're going to talk about the fuzzy Birkins. Cheerful Bacon saying, oh, welcome. T-Ty saying, hello, welcome to the live stream. Hello, Swanky, welcome back to the live stream. A member and moderator of the channel saying, what's good, BRI-HIVE? Hello, welcome back. Nice to have you here live. We have Weird Debbie M, a member of the channel, saying, hey, everyone. Hello, welcome back to the live stream. T-Ty saying he's done some recon. I don't know exactly what you're referring to there. We might need a little bit of more context. All right. Hello, Sunky saying hi, Bri. Alpha, how are you?
I'm good. How are you?
Welcome to the. I'm good, but the new worker here was late today, so I don't know how much longer we're gonna keep him here.
I was running a little late.
You didn't text me, didn't call, no show, No call, no show. Biographer person, hi, Bri and Alpha. Hello, welcome back to the live stream. Another member of the channel. We have Chris, another member of the channel, which is good. Good supporting of the channel. Chris is saying, did the royal family also pay Meghan to lie on public TV as well? I don't know about that. And so one of the other reasons why I did want to cover this case again, because it's my third time on this case, I've been following it. But there's some, like, we have some, I think Nick the lawyer may testify in this case.
Oh, wow.
And some of you may know, if you watch Nick the lawyer, he has some internet beef with Christopher Boosie. And he is on the list to be deposed. I'm giving away the stream, but we're going to go over the list of people they want to be deposed. Oh, he blocked me. Boosie blocked. Go ahead, guys. If you guys are Boosie blocked, go ahead and hashtag it in the chat. Let me know. If you're watching on the replay, go ahead and hashtag Boosie blocked. We talked about this on my channel last year. Yeah, we were all getting blocked at the same time.
Wow.
Hella Swanky says, I'm going having a conversation. I'm going to try to see if the conversations, guys. All right. Saying hi to Hella Swanky. Hella Swanky says, poor Samantha, nobody knows her. Not even Meghan. Not even Meghan Markle, who's supposed to be her sister.
Right.
See, Ty says, royal family survived bigger things than Meg. She is but a blip in a long history. That sounds about accurate. Hella Swanky, member of the channel and moderator, saying, I didn't even know you could give memberships without being a member. I've had it happen a couple of times, but most people then become a member.
Why am I getting the look?
It's okay. It's okay. I'll just take it out of your bank account.
Oh, see, now I'm getting extorted.
I'm just kidding. I don't steal money.
No, she doesn't.
Okay. So my ganja laughing. Jazz Beat says, hello all. Markle is deaf a stallion too.
I'm telling you that's what is it? Megan Stallion Markle.
Meg.
That would be an interesting name.
Meg the Stallion Markle.
Do you think Meg the Stallion will come after her?
Trademark infringement. Hello, Swanky says, Megan the Stallion, poof, very different case. Imagine if Prince Harry married Megan the Stallion. He was already under fire for going with Meghan Markle.
Right.
So
now they would have to deal with Tory Lanez.
Not Tory Lanez. No, you got to deal with the Duchess twerking on the stage.
Oh, boy.
And talking nasty.
Oh. I didn't think about that. Yeah, that definitely would be bad.
Oh, Queen Elizabeth would have, passed away a little earlier if that was the case. She wouldn't have made it till when did she pass away? At the end of 2022, right? Yeah, she wouldn't have made it that long if Megan the Stallion was now in the White House.
In the Royal
Palace.
She had too much. What is it?
I'm tired. I'm not eating and stuff like that.
Okay, we've been on this little diet thing. So she's a little tired from it. But still, get the names right.
I can't. The Royal Palace. Get them out of the royal family. Okay, Dasby says Meghan Markle being the new Megan the Stallion is funny AF. I don't know if she got the body for it. I don't know if she got the knees for it. Biographers say, I haven't been following this case based on the negative, crazy stuff Samantha has said in the past. My first thought is that Samantha is just looking for more press. That was my thought about it. I'm surprised it didn't get dismissed. I'm on the same page with you there.
The royal family is paying for this.
I don't think my speculations is not the royal family is paying for it. I think Samantha is trying to sell her book, and
she got a book?
Yeah, she wrote a book.
For what?
I forgot, but she has a book. I think you can get an eye.
Everyone has a book.
We should write a book.
About what?
I don't know. Where Debbie says, I made the mistake of falling down the Harry and Meghan rabbit hole. The ginge and cringe make me twitchy. I've never heard of that. Sanganja says, I think the royal family is happy she is in the U.S. I bet she is. Her and Megan the Stallion. Alicia Casey said, another member of the channel, welcome to the live stream, saying Prince Harry calls her M or Meg. Yep, the Stallion Markle.
It's gonna stick.
Swanky says, to become an official member of the BRI-HIVE, hit the join button, Android/desktop, or a link that she created for us if you're on Apple. Or no, is that one also for desktop? I don't know. I'll wait till she gives me more direction. Where was it going here? Yep. Thank you so much, Hella Swanky, for reminding everybody, if you want to become a member and become a part of, it's green, so I don't want to call it the Green Gang though. But if you want to become a part of the BRI-HIVE, go ahead and hit the join button. It is $5 a month. It supports the channel. Make sure we can come over here on a weekly basis and put out the content that you guys like to see. Kalisha Casey says, yesterday was a bomb threat. Oh, wow. For in the court at Murdaugh. I had no idea. I saw James from court post it, but I just didn't look into it.
So this has gotten so much media now that people are taking it personal.
Taking it personal, or maybe, you know, they run the town, so he might have some people after him.
They did say he was selling drugs. So
who said that?
They said it in the chat. When you were screaming, yeah, that was speculations.
Speculations.
That he had drug charges and yeah.
What?
Uh-huh.
Oh my God.
That caught my attention.
I don't know. I didn't remember seeing that.
I saw it.
Marianne Williams says, bomb threat yesterday. Total craziness in South Carolina. Yes. Weird Debbie M says, I have been watching the Murdaugh trial. Lord help me. Yeah, we watched it on Tuesday on here, and I was just yelling at the screen by the end of it. And we only watched like an hour and a half. It was ridiculous. Sam White Ganja says, I need a break from South Carolina dumpster fire, which is horrible for I say for the family, even though he's a part of the family of the people that lost their lives, but their other family, the mother's or his wife's other family, his son's other family, his son's friends. It's a sad case, but the prosecution and the defense is making a whole spectacle out of it, which I feel like it's going to be seen as a joke at this point. Oops, Ceramic, another member of the channel. Welcome to the live stream, saying hi, hello. Yes, we got some members. We got some members here. All right, let's see. Where are we? Hello Sunky says, I'm doing well, basically back to 100% or as close as I'll ever get. Yeah. Good. Nice to hear that. Okay, we are coming up on the Boosie block chat. I'm sorry, y'all. I'm moving a little slow through the chats today because we got people chatting. Interaction. All right, we got Marianne Williams is Boosie blocked. Cheerful Bacon is blocked. Weird Debbie is Boosie blocked. Let's say who's not Boosie blocked in the chat. Chris says, oh, is the new info you referenced about Harry's frostbite? Oh, whoa. Yeah, no, I don't know anything about that. So we're gonna skip over that. That's not what we're talking about. Kalisha is Boosie blocked. Why is everyone Boosie blocked? Hello Swanky says Boosie blocked. What? So there's this guy. No, there's this guy on Twitter that he made like this little algorithm that decides who's disruptive on social media on Twitter. I think it's specifically for Twitter, and I think it also covers YouTube as well. And so he got into like a little beef. I don't know what started the beef, but now Nate the lawyer has a lawsuit against him for defamation, for saying like that he sold drugs and that he was a police officer basically planting drugs on people. And this is what Chris was saying about Nate the lawyer. So now Nate the lawyer has sued him. Boosie is also a supporter of Meghan Markle. I want to say he's a supporter of Meghan Markle. And so they want to interview him. And he's the one algorithming everything, finding out who's disruptive. I found out that my Twitter that I don't even post on is disruptive. And then I was blocked by Boosie. And so a lot of the chat has been blocked by Boosie simply for following the lawyers on YouTube. They basically just group us all together.
Block party.
That's
what it sounds like to me.
Right. So yeah, Boosie blocked. That's what we're talking about. You might be Boosie blocked and not even know it. Look him up. Side eye. Z Seltzer, welcome to the live stream. Nice to have you here live today. Alicia said it's a whole thing. Yeah, it's a whole thing with Boosie. Yeah, he screenshotted a stream. I think we had it on Friday Night Frenzy. And he screenshotted, and I was just there listening. I didn't even know what was happening. And then all of a sudden, my face is blasted all over the internet because I hang out with the lawyers on YouTube. And I'm just like, I was literally just listening, but I was like, I don't even know what's happening right now. I even said I would mediate a conversation, but yeah. Oh, I'm part of Boosie Blocked. Samwise Ganja is part
I could go and spy for you guys and then come back.
We have some spies already. Oh. Deacon Fatal, I don't really keep up with it, but yeah, he is being sued by Nate the lawyer, so that's a whole thing as well. Deacon Fatal says hi, Boss Attorney Bri in chat. Hello, welcome to the live stream. Another member of the channel. Welcome in. All right, let's see. Trying to get through the chat so we can actually get to the cases. We don't usually have this many chats. Deacon Fatal says no, she does not. Let's stop with that right now. I don't know exactly what you're referring to. Oh, the knees. Oh, she doesn't have the knees. Hello, Swanky says it's the knees. That's the real test. Does she have the knees? Hello, Swanky says Alpha's theory about royal family being behind it wouldn't surprise me if it's true.
I'm just saying. Yeah, I could be right.
Yeah, you could be right. All right, I'll probably get lost in the comments. Honestly, I'm way behind. So we are going to jump into the Hermes case.
You guys see how she pronounces that? I'm too poor for that.
A Birkin bag. Okay, so we're going to go back into a case that we covered a couple of months ago. I did a brief recap in the beginning, but if you missed that, basically, the owner of the Birkin bag, if you guys don't know what a Birkin bag is, it's a really expensive bag that rich people buy that us normal people, well, let me speak for myself, me as a normal person, cannot afford.
I'm not a normal person?
Us normal people cannot afford. Well, I didn't want to put the chat into the normalcy if they're not, normal. They might be rich. We don't know. So they are like super exclusive with Birkin bags. You have to be invited, and that's why you see a lot of celebrities with the bag, i.e. Kylie Jenner with like Kylie Jenner with like 1 million Birkin bags.
I thought Cardi B had the most.
I don't know who has the most,
Cardi
but the
B
celebrities,
Yeah, I saw that and I kind of read on it. I was like, wow.
Yeah, the celebrities have a lot of Birkin bags, so a lot of regular folks do not get Birkin bags, and then they resell them. They're like, what, 30,000 starting off, and then they resell them for like 100, 200,000. It's an investment. People see it as an investment. So,
but they're inflating it though.
It's
like what Rolex does. They put out a small amount. People get it, and then all these other people want to be like them, so then they tried to get it too, but now the price is inflated because of demand.
That is right. And so Birkins, when the NFTs came out, this guy, what is his name Rothschilds, decided that he was going to make meta Birkins, and they are basically pixelated pictures of Birkin bags that he sold as NFTs. So Hermes, the owner of the Birkin bag, sued them for, I want to say, trademark infringement and then also copyright infringement. This one says copyright infringement, but I thought it was both. So we covered that case a little bit back. We talked about the fuzzy Birkins. I don't have the picture to pull up right now, but we're going to go ahead and jump into an article. We may cover this more in depth next week because I kind of want to see what cases they considered and what evidence they considered in determining which ones or why whoever won. I won't spoil it for us. Okay. All right. So go ahead in the chat if you think that Hermes won the battle and that Rothschild, the copycatter, is going to have to pay. Go ahead and drop in the chat if you think that Hermes lost and people can start making fuzzy Birkins. Go ahead and drop it in the chat. Let's see.
You don't want to do a poll?
I probably should do a poll. Yeah. Oh, maybe you should just take on more jobs.
I'm getting a promotion, guys. I'm getting a promotion without the pay.
You're not gonna get paid.
Free labor. You wait till I get a union.
Who do you think won the Birkin case?
Yeah, I think Cardi B right now has the most Birkin. So she literally collects them like it's trophies. I'm sure she gets a better price than
I
everyone
feel like
else.
she gets it as gifts.
Oh yeah, I want to be famous like that.
Which is ridiculous. Why do they give famous people free stuff?
Because then poor people
will copy them.
Exactly.
That makes sense.
So just marketing. All right.
I'm typing up the poll here. I don't want to get in. I probably should have did this a little earlier. IDK, we'll put IDK. We'll give you a neutral one today.
Make it funny. IDK, too poor.
Oh.
Rich people problems.
Oh, make it funny. I'm not getting any of the money, so why do we care? Okay, I put the poll up. Let me know what you guys think about who won the first Fuzzy Birkin case. Let's go in the chat a little bit. We have Weird Debbie M saying the Jenners and the Kardashians make me twitchy. Speaking of twitchy, so does Tom Cruise. Why Tom Cruise?
Yeah, what did Tom Cruise do? What's going on with that? Debbie, what's going on?
Says we can get there though. Deacon Fatal says we get there. We get there. I don't know what you guys are talking about because I scrolled through the chat. Sorry. Hello Swanky says, nah, you can include me in that regular people category because the way my life is set up, Birkin ain't in my bracket. Birkin is the whole salary for the year. I don't know what people, and the ones that they're like buying them resale for $200,000, that snakeskin one. Oh, yeah. They're not even cute.
I don't think so.
No. Connie Cat says, hi, Bri and Alpha. Thank you for covering something that is not Murdaugh. You are welcome. I don't think I can sit through it anymore. I thought that I could. I was like, oh, this will be good. And it's like, no. I don't think so. All right. LOL. Sorry. Biographer says, not familiar with the Hermes and B case. I think the Birkin case. Weird Debbie M says Fuzzy Birkin sounds like a medical issue.
It does.
Does it?
A Fuzzy Birkin.
I didn't even think about that. Hello Swanky says to Deacon Fatal, oh, that's absolutely why we don't have packets, even if not 100% true. It was decided a few meetings ago. That's now. Oh, you guys are having a whole votes. The vote so far. Okay, I haven't seen the vote so far. Hold on. Deacon Fatal says I'm too broke to worry about their problems.
That's some rich people problem.
It is rich. Well, he got rich. Like he was selling these Fuzzy Birkins for like $40,000, like a pixelated Fuzzy Birkin. You can't even get the real Birkin for $40,000, but you're buying a picture.
They were selling the Gucci handbag for $5,000.
The actual bag or the
pixelated was there's the regular handbag, which is around about $5,000, sometimes can go higher depending on the size you get. And they were selling the pixelated one for $5,000 and people were buying it.
It's ridiculous.
Just to be on the metaverse with a Birkin, with a Gucci bag.
I haven't even gone into the metaverse yet. Have you guys gone into the metaverse?
I'm going to this weekend. Are you going to join me? I got the Oculus now.
You didn't get me one.
I didn't even get me one. I was given one.
I
got a little famous.
I wanted an Oculus for like Christmas, and then I was like, I'm not going to use it.
Yeah, I was not gifted that. I thought you would be too busy to use, which I am right, because by the time we get home, you're tired.
That's true.
So, I mean, I haven't even opened up my Oculus. This has been sitting there for almost a week.
Yeah, that's true. So. Hello, Swanky says the poll was like 12 responses and plus still 100%. I don't know, rich people problems. Oh, I'm seeing it right now. We're at 90% rich people problems so far. We said Weird Debbie says watch past interviews with Tom Cruise, especially the one where he is wearing a turtleneck. I don't know. Turtlenecks rub me the wrong way, but at the same time, yes, but that's me as a lady. I don't like when men wear turtlenecks. I shall wear a turtleneck tomorrow. Oh, do you have a turtleneck? I do. I have the blue one. Oh yeah. You should keep it in the closet. Oh, all right. So Swiggy says ceramics. The gist of it, yes. Okay. Deacon Feta with a $5 super chat. Thank you so much for supporting the channel. Thank you. Supporting some members and also supporting with super chats. Thank you so much. Yeah. Saying, ma'am, how many times do I have to tell you I can't afford to worry about rich people problems as she's gifting?
We would consider you a rich person.
I consider you a rich person.
So, what problems do you have that we should know? Maybe we'll cover it.
She says, that is a hill I would stub my toe on every day. Well, thank you so much for giving us a super chat for your non-rich people problems. We support you there.
Well, hey, they stub their toe every day. That's a rich person problem because that's a high medical bill.
Some of your toe does hurt.
Yeah. A lot.
Okay, Chris Mullen, welcome to the live stream. Saying hi, Bri and Mr. Bri and everyone.
I'll take Mr. Bri. I'm just trying to keep my job.
That's too funny. All right, let me see. Chris Mullen says, I've been blocked by Boosie also. Everyone's blocked by Boosie. If you follow the lawyers on YouTube and you're not blocked by Boosie, you're not a true supporter. I'm just saying. I don't know.
I'm new here, so he hasn't probably.
Yeah, you're not blocked by Boosie. You don't follow me on Twitter. That's why.
No. Sorry.
Kalisha Casey says, turtlenecks give me Steve Jobs or Nick Cannon vibes. Nick Cannon, that's weird.
Steve Jobs loved turtlenecks. I feel like every time I saw him, he had a black turtleneck with glasses.
That is true. Okay, let me actually get into the case that I have yet to share the screen for. So come on, Bri, be professional. As Emily D. Baker says, we're professionals here. All right. All right. There's the article. Let me get into the vote. I don't want people cheating. We have 25 votes. Guys, get your votes in. Get your votes in. So far, it says, who do you think won the Birkin case? We have Hermes, the owner of Birkin, 8%. Rothschild, the alleged infringer, and then my chat loves being neutral, saying, I don't know, rich people problems.
I think that's the only person I can relate. So
super chats, memberships, all kinds of
everything.
Things. Yeah, I think I saw in Natalie's chat with some memberships too. Yeah. So I don't know if I'm buying your story.
Whatever he's doing, I'm following.
Okay, let's see what the article says. It says, after several days of deliberation, and this is the Fuzzy Birkin case, the 9-person jury in the copyright infringement trial between Hermes and non-fungible token artist Mason Rothschild ruled Wednesday in favor of the French luxury brand. So Hermes won. Let me go ahead and close the vote so we don't have no cheaters there. All right. Changing your answer. Okay. The Hermes lawsuit involved Rothschild Meta Birkin, Fuzzy Birkins, NFT collection. The jury awarded $133,000 in damages to Hermes, determining that Rothschild did in fact profit off Hermes' goodwill by producing NFTs based on the design house's Birkin bags. I mean, they called it a Meta Birkin. That was not a stretch. So how long did they deliberate? Did it say? Several days. I don't think you need several days for that. You're literally calling it a Meta Birkin. He made thousands on this though, so I'm surprised. He probably millions. I don't remember, so I can't really. I probably should have looked at it before we got on here. But he made thousands, if not millions, of dollars off of these Fuzzy Birkins, and he's only paying $133,000, probably because he doesn't have the money to pay it. Now, the next question, like I said, we might cover this a little bit more next week. I need to get the documents to see if they also ordered him to pay attorney's fees. Yeah, because attorney's fees are expensive. So,
but during this time when he was selling this, people had money.
Yeah,
this was time when.
But $40,000 worth of money, I don't know.
People had money during COVID. $100,000 people were
PPP loans.
The PPP loans. People had money during COVID. It was like the Renaissance. Everyone had money. Remember, we would go to designer stores.
Oh yeah, the lines were out the door.
We couldn't even go in.
Lines out the door.
Everybody had money.
All right. It does not show me over here on StreamYard, but I see that Chris Mullen has gifted a Boss Attorney Bri membership. Thank you so much for supporting the channel with the membership. It's not for you because you're not watching. You can only get it if you're watching live. Connie Cat was gifted the membership. Congratulations, Connie Cat, and welcome to the BRI-HIVE. Hopefully, we will see you joining us live.
Yeah.
I realized that I asked you guys if you wanted to do those member streams like monthly or quarterly throughout the year. but the chat got so busy because Natalie Lawyer Chick, thank you, Natalie, sent her chat over, and then the chat was just going crazy on Tuesday. So let me know, because I definitely missed them last time. Let me know if you guys want to do it monthly or quarterly for the member live stream. And then Chris Mullen gifted another Boss Attorney Bri membership. Thank you again to M. M is now a member of the BRI-HIVE. Welcome, welcome. And thank you again, Chris Mullen, for dropping some memberships for us. We definitely appreciate
Gifting them like Birkin bags.
Gifting them like Birkin. I think a Boss Attorney Bri membership is more, I won't say more valuable. They'll come after me. I think it's a little better than a Birkin bag.
I agree. You get a community.
And it's cheaper. Yeah.
And people are not trying to steal it from you.
Yeah.
That's also another thing.
Someone's
you don't have to go get insurance on
what
it.
What is it called? Counterfeiting Boss Attorney Bri membership.
Love to see. Oh, imagine you get the name highlighted, right?
Probably Boosie creating some more algorithms on us. All right, where were we at? The jury also decided the NFTs were not protected under the First Amendment of the U.S. Constitution, as Rothschild's lawyer argued during trial. Freedom for artistic expression is, I think that is what they tried to rely on. The case sets an important precedent for NFT creators, which we talked about before in the streams before, is we need some decisions on this case. I'm surprised this went to trial so fast. Now that I'm thinking about it, I didn't even know they were in trial. But this is what we needed, because there were so many people copying luxury brands taking over. That's why the luxury brands or the famous brands started filing their trademarks for these NFTs, because we had people saying, let me profit off of this name that already has goodwill. So I think that this case is good for the IP world. Okay.
Well, I think also for these brands, it was a great kind of wake-up call. Like Rolex actually started registering their watches on the metaverse. So now you get the watch and you also get it in real life, which I thought was like the best method to do it. You get the actual product and you get the virtual product.
Yeah. And so that card you're talking about, StockX, has a similar case with that. I can't remember if it was an NFT too, or if it's just those little cards. I think that was an NFT too,
right?
Yeah, they were doing NFTs for other brand sneakers. So like an NFT Nike. For Adidas and Nike. Yeah, exactly. So they had the same type of issue. So this case, like it says, is going to set a serious precedent for these NFT cases. But are people still making NFTs? I feel like they fell off.
There's the group like the Hippo. The something Hippo,
that ape thing, that one also has a lawsuit too. We covered that one.
I didn't see it. I still see the Hippo, but not so much. But it might come back. Bitcoin kind of almost cleared to 24,000, so maybe people will come back. But I don't see the Corona money. Everyone had money during Corona. It was a Renaissance movement. Seriously. Everyone had money. The minimum during COVID was 20,000. Everybody had a minimum of 20,000. Yeah.
Marianne Williams says, whichever works for you as far as streaming the membership streams. Okay. Deacon Fatal says, wonderful. Biographer says, so the jury awarded only $133,000 in damages while the NFTs made millions. Exactly. I want to say it made millions, but I can't remember off the top of my head. But I know he was selling them for like $40,000 each for those fuzzy Birkins. Okay. Deacon Fatal says, I didn't hear a thing. Don't know exactly what you're referring to. We have Jane Stoddard. Welcome to the live stream. Another member of the channel saying, whichever way you figure it out, I really like the weekend stream. The weeknight streams get late for me in Eastern time. Okay. Yeah. I like doing it in the daytime too, because I feel like it was a little easier for people to get there for the live stream. Tanya D, also welcome into the chat. Welcome back. I hope you're having a great day. Hello Slinky says, I'm with Marianne, whichever is better for you, Bri, monthly or quarterly. I'm down for monthly with hopes more members hop on. Yes, we want more members to hop on. It was such a good stream. It was cool hearing everybody's opinions live. You guys took the show for me, made it easy for me.
I enjoyed just watching. I watched.
Yeah, everyone has really good opinions in the chat. So that's good. Everyone's saying whatever works for me. This is not making this decision easy.
You want to do another poll?
As Cheryl Reed says, monthly would be good. Welcome to the live stream, another member of the channel. Let's see. Tiny D says, I'm out delivering orders tonight, so I'll be with the replay crew. Okay, well, we will catch you in the comments later on. Let's see what else we got going on. Everybody was wondering where Tanya was at. Where Debbie M says, I'm a boomer. What is a metaverse? Can we even explain what a metaverse is?
It's supposed to be I would categorize it as just another social media distraction awaiting to happen, and they will eventually bring it, but it's gonna be such a big distraction.
Yeah, so it's kind of like it's a social media, but you can kind of make yourself into a virtual person. Like, I don't know if you've ever heard of IMBD. Is that no? That's the one that rates movies. What's that? IMVU? Yeah, that one. And you're just kind of like this virtual person, but you wear those Oculus goggles from Facebook. Facebook made those, right? And you can like walk around the metaverse and talk to random people across the country because you are a virtual person. But I think it's set up kind of like a social media. But I have not been in any metaverse, and the talk about it kind of went down.
Yeah.
So yeah, I don't know.
I feel like, well, Facebook is still trying to get the value and raise some more funds for it. You know, he's not trying to do like what Elon did and sell some of his shares and take the capital and build his stuff. He's trying to get people to put their money in there. So I don't think it's too far, but I do feel like we are gonna see it. So
I thought it was already starting.
Not to the level of where it's going to be.
Yeah.
You know, they have to set it up as a business. So AI, you know, has to be perfect. It's Facebook. You know, it's not, it's going to be, I think it's going to happen.
Yeah. All right. We have Shamrock saying, new to the channel in chat. You two are too cute. Oh, well, thank you so much. And welcome to the channel. Nice to have you here. Chris Mullen says monthly sounds good. Okay. We're getting some votes for monthly. So we'll probably try to do it.
We'll try monthly.
We'll try. Deacon Fado says, to me, my first deployment, I did get a knockoff Rolex. And now I still remember the Defiance. Yeah.
Can you tell us which model did you get?
What do you mean?
They're different models.
I know, but which one do you think they had?
Maybe did you get a Datejust, Presidential?
Oh, I thought they had like knockoff names. I thought they had knockoff
names. No, like styles.
Hello Smoky says, I think it's IMBU. Yep, for the virtual world. Kalisha says, welcome newcomers. Yes, welcome to all the new subscribers, new watchers, and also welcome back to all the OGs, the OG BRI-HIVE.
Yeah.
The ones that were there when we named the channel. So welcome in. All right, let's see where we at here. How long is this article? I did not look into that. Oh, they got a picture of the fuzzy Birkin for us. So we'll probably go a little bit more through the article, and then we'll hop on to the second case because we do have a second case today. Let's see where we're at. Okay. The case sets an important precedent for NFT creators and builds the framework for intellectual property law as it relates to digital creations. Down the line, creators like Rothschild might have to be more careful creating NFTs with other brands' IPs to avoid future trademark lawsuits. I agree with that. David Lichman of Lichman Law, managing partner, told CoinDesk TV on Tuesday that the case wasn't necessarily about Mason Rothschild's use of a protected Birkin brand. Rather, it was about whether he intended to mislead consumers into believing the Meta Birkin NFTs were associated with Hermes' flagship product, which I would lean more towards, yes, he probably did because he was selling them for the price of a Birkin.
Yeah.
It's not like he was selling it for $5.
He knew by putting in Birkin, and that was the time, like I said, everyone had money, so people were just buying stuff. It was a bragging
and
right.
I guess if you couldn't get invited, because you have to be invited to buy a Birkin. Like they make you buy
I'm Birkin rich.
Yeah, you have to build up your ability to buy a Birkin. Like when you first get invited, I guess unless you're a celebrity, I don't know if celebrities also have to do it. Mm-hmm. But from what I've heard, because I didn't get invited.
I would know. Imagine I call you. I'm like, hey, where you at, babe?
I'm at the Birkin store.
Why?
The Hermes store.
Oh, we're having a party here. Can I come? No.
Yeah, so they make you like buy little things. So you have to like buy a scarf first or like something little first before you can actually buy the Birkin bag. I say something little, but it's probably like a $10,000 scarf.
Some stores already do that. Like Nordstrom, if you shop with them, if you spend a certain amount, you become a certain type of member and you get certain discounts. Farfetch does the same. You'll become a private. So that's interesting though.
Yeah. Birkin does, or Hermes does that. The question is, were consumers really going to be confused by the fuzzy Birkins? Whether or not the relevant consumer audience of Hermes products will be confused by the defendant's works. Right, because people that are being invited to the Birkin store are probably not trying to buy Birkin NFTs because they have the real thing.
That's true. Yeah. But it was a bragging right. Because remember, even people having the A, people put that as their profile picture. It was a bragging thing. Like, oh, look what I have. Look at what it's valued at.
Let me screenshot your Meta Birkin, and now I got one too.
Yeah, so it really just came back into why people buy certain brands. Is that bragging right? Like, I have it. Mm-hmm. And with certain things, if they're only making a limited amount of it, it's like a prestige almost.
Yeah.
So I could see why people bought it. I didn't buy it.
I'm glad you did not waste your money on that.
I'm glad I didn't waste our money on that.
Hermes filed suit against Rothschild in January 2022 after the Los Angeles-based artist released an NFT collection titled Meta Birkins based on the brand's iconic Birkin bag. In the filing, the fashion house claimed that Rothschild was stealing the goodwill in Hermes' famous intellectual property to create and sell his own line of products, which could create confusion among the consumer base, which I think is true. Here's our fuzzy Birkin. What is that? Is that like that little Rick and Morty thing?
I don't know. No, it looks like tiki. Like, look at the eyes, the mouth, a tiki warrior.
Maybe.
The material looks kind of cool.
It's fuzzy.
It's fuzzy, but like high quality fuzz. I don't know.
High quality fuzz?
I don't know. I'm not used to fuzzy stuff. That looks fuzzy.
You would buy it.
I wouldn't buy it. Why would I buy it? First of all, I don't have handbags, man. I wouldn't buy it, but it's definitely like an attention grabber.
I mean, they have different designs.
Minus that design in the middle. It's fuzzy. But
you like the fuzzy Birkin. So you would have been his customer.
I wouldn't have been his customer. I wouldn't buy it. I wouldn't buy it. I would look at it like, oh, that's, maybe I just appreciate the art part of it. Mm-hmm. And that's it. That might have been what kind of caught my attention.
That boy said, hold this. My boy was flexing with his Meta Birkin.
Hold it. I feel like it'll get dirty.
The fuzzy, it's a picture. It can't get dirty.
No, I was talking about the real Birkin that I just saw.
No, that is the fuzzy Birkin. That's not a real Birkin bag.
Oh,
this is what he was selling. Yes, this is a picture.
Oh.
And he had almost 20,000 followers.
Wow.
Yeah, this is what he was selling. Like just this picture. This is not like an actual product.
That's why I thought
this is the NFT.
Oh man,
this is the NFT.
I would have been hitting them back up like, hey, can I get a refund? My son purchased it. You have to use Apple Pay for that.
Yeah, that's what he's selling, those pictures.
Oh, he got me.
He got you me. Thought it was a real Birkin.
I would have been messaging Apple like, hey, look, my son purchased that. I have no.
Wow. Rothschild argued that his project was simply art that provided a larger commentary on the fashion industry and that his artistic expression was protected by the First Amendment. He could have made his own bag And maybe even though that Hermes has a trademark for the design of the Birkin bag too, he could have made a bag that looked like a Birkin bag, because there's a lot of bags that look like Birkin bags that are not Birkin bags, and called it something else. But he was trying to trade on the goodwill. You cannot convince me that he was not trying to do that.
Yep.
After a year of battling over trademark infringement allegations, the Hermes versus Meta Birkin lawsuit came to trial beginning January 30th. Really? They had a quick trial.
Yeah, they got up out of there.
They got in and got out, and the jury deliberated for a few days.
Yeah, like, yep.
How long was the trial? Like 2 days?
But I feel like he made so much money off of it.
It's probably gone
I
down.
was watching one of your cases, and it was like a lot.
Mm-hmm.
And so only for them to get 133.
But does Hermes really need the money? They just sell like 4 bags. They're good.
I feel like maybe they're trying to make a point.
They are making a point.
That's
This is setting the precedent.
Mm-hmm.
Trying the case relied heavily upon Rogers versus Grimaldi standard, as known as the Rogers test, which examines the balance between artistic expression and trademark infringement. Over the course of the trial, Hermes Rothschild brought in experts on trademark law and NFTs, provide testimony that focused on consumer confusion as well as brand dilution. Because he would have had more of an argument if he wasn't calling it a Meta Birkin. I think he would have had more of an argument as far as artistic ability or artistic rights if he was not calling it a Meta Birkin.
He knew what he was doing.
Yeah. In closing arguments on Monday, so yeah, they deliberated for 2 days, and their trial was, when was the 30th?
Wow.
So their trial was about a week.
10 days.
About a week. And then they deliberated for 2. In closing arguments on Monday, Hermes lawyer Oren, however you say that, reiterated that the Rothschilds Meta Birkin NFT not only misled consumers into believing the 2 brands are related, but that the use of the Birkin name in the NFT collection weakened the Hermes brand. I wish I would have watched this. I wonder if it was streamed. After the verdict was released, Rothschild posted a Twitter thread. Not you on Twitter already. This reminded me of the Disney case where my boy kept trying to sell them sparkly ears.
I'm telling you, the internet is the new public forum. Just like it's like the
press conference.
Not even what do you call that where people gather in the square?
Town assembly. Oh,
is it town square?
I mean, yeah, there are town squares.
Like, okay,
yeah.
And it's just, I feel like people get there now, and that's how people kind of talk about their distaste.
And the thing is, the thing is, he did this and he got sued, and he's gonna own $130,000. But I know this is Twitter, and anybody can get verified on Twitter at this point.
Yeah.
But look, he's gonna grow his art community based off of this negative publicity, kind of like the Crumble Cookie case. How the smaller company is like shooting shots, talking about these ain't your grandma's average sprinkles or whatever they said.
Really?
Yeah, Crumble is beefing with a smaller cookie company. Oh, you don't watch my channel.
Sometimes
yeah, Crumble has a lot of beef with a lot of cookie companies. Yeah, they're suing for like trade dress infringement and stuff like that. Because a lot of gourmet cookie places are coming out and making similar cookies to Crumble that allegedly taste better than Crumble cookies.
I believe it. We had a good amount of Crumbles, and I'm not impressed.
Yeah,
I'm not a Crumble fan.
And I like cookies.
She bakes some good cookies. I would prefer you bake.
Yeah, I was gonna do a baking stream. Okay. After the verdict was released, Rothschild posted a Twitter thread about the precedent that the case will set for artists in the future regarding creativity. Yeah, you can't copy people. Yeah, you can't. So it should set a precedent for you artists. He says, take 9 people off the street right now and ask them to tell you what art is. And the kicker is whatever they say will now become the undisputed truth. That's what happened today. Sir.
Oh, so he's making fun of the jurors.
He's saying that they got it wrong because that was artistic expression. If he wanted to make that little tiki dude, he could have did that without putting it on a fuzzy Birkin.
Okay, the tiki dude was pretty ugly. I think that ruined the creativity of the bag. If he had just painted that, I would have thought that was not it.
He could have made it fuzzy.
What you trying to say?
You seemed like you like the fuzzy.
It just looked like a good quality of fuzz.
Okay.
I'm just saying.
The multi-billion-dollar luxury fashion house who says they care about art and artists, and then he has a whole thread that we're not going to go through right now. But he basically think that somebody harmed him in ruling this way. Sorry, you got to give up some of your millions.
Right. Stop copying people.
Take 9 people off the street right now. That's what he said. Okay. Yep. I think that's as far. I think that's the end anyways. Yep, that's the end anyways. Okay, we went through the whole article. Wasn't expecting that, but we did. Okay, so what do you guys think? Hermes won. I think it's a good precedent for trademark law. If you guys watched me live on that stream, or if you went back and watched the replay on that stream, I said they need to decide that this is trademark infringement, because otherwise it's going to allow people to come and trade off of the goodwill of these big brands that have been doing this for years. And that's the whole point of a trademark, is so that you can use the name and the next biggest thing. Like if Nike wanted to come out with purses, luxury purses, they can. If Nike would have came out with NFTs, they can, because everybody knows Nike. Like you can't even name something Mikey.
Really?
Yeah, if you spell it the same way. You say it's, well, I guess it looks like Mike.
Nah, I've seen a lot of people copy the Jordan 1s.
You can copy them, but you can get sued for it too. But I'm talking about like as far as registering a trademark, like no, that's the whole purpose of the trademark. Birkin bag costs a lot of money. They don't want you, and then like if you mess up the quality and people think that, oh, this is a Birkin bag, look how easy it's falling apart. It's not good.
Yeah, and I thought that was like the tiki on there was not art.
You don't think so?
No, I thought the design in that fuzz, I thought that was very creative to think of.
So he should have just made a fuzzy purse.
He wouldn't have. He knew what he was. He knew if he made a fuzzy purse, it would have just been that. No one knows or cares enough. So he understood the fame that was going to come out of that by him, copying the Birkin and calling it to that name.
Yeah, and so I think he knew what he was doing. He wasn't just doing art, otherwise he wouldn't have called it a Meta Birkin.
Yeah.
Chris Mullen says Town Square. I think that's what you're talking about when they go and have those meetings.
Like
town hall meeting. Town caller for Dad's Beat says, I cannot say that, but Squat wasn't famous for making the best art. He was known for using his art for activism.
Okay.
Well, poo. Triple Bacon says, okay, I am sure Bri just said a bacon stream, but I heard bacon.
She was gonna do a bacon when she talked to me about it way back.
Baking. But that's my part for cutting out the G's. That's what's going on. Yeah, a baking stream. Like I was gonna bake cookies on the stream for the crumble cookie case, but the setup and everything. Maybe in the future, because they have more cases. Like I need to check in with them. They are probably in discovery right now, but I definitely need to check in with those cases
for the crumble.
All right. For the crumble cases. Deacon Fatal says, I will agree, because I know a lot of artists that are peed off on their art being stolen. Exactly. You don't want your art to be stolen, so why would you steal somebody's trademark?
Exactly.
It doesn't even make sense. Right? Deacon Fatal says, make a fuzzy purse. You can make a fuzzy purse, and he could have called them Mason bags. Meta Masons, because his name is Mason.
It wouldn't sell. Because even look at his profile picture on his Twitter. That's not it.
The photo?
Because that's not even his. I think that's some anime show. So if he's talking about being creative, he is always stealing somebody else's thing. Oh, I know, like artists usually take pride in their work and creating a thing that is unique.
That is unique, not stealing someone's whole name. And you can't, you can't just replicate something and then call it your own. Like as far as like derivative works go, that's probably what he's also trying to assert. But you can't make derivative works if you were not the original creator.
Yeah, because that looked like a Birkin. That is everything that a Birkin would have, except minus the tiki. I hope they don't take that idea. But I saw in the chat, somebody brought up a point saying that some of these big designers kind of allow people to do that, so that way they can like get this. Or was it artists or something like that? I think it's right there. I will agree. Go down right there. Yeah, I'll agree. I'll agree because I know a lot of artists that are
peed off. I already read that one.
On their art being stolen. Yeah.
Yeah.
I thought it said paid off. Like, if I had something and I knew you were stealing it, but you start making money, I'll let you make
but that's the whole thing about licensing. He could have licensed it from them and then they would have got their cut. But since he didn't license it from them, you get sued.
I don't even think they allow it.
Weird Debbie M says Fuzzy Wuzzy was an ugly person.
That actually rhymes. that is a rhyming word.
Yeah.
It's like in a children's book.
Yeah, Fuzzy. You don't know that rhyme? Fuzzy Wuzzy was a bear. Fuzzy Wuzzy had no hair. Fuzzy Wuzzy wasn't Fuzzy Wuzzy.
No.
You don't know that?
They never got read that book. Sorry. Now you know my childhood. I didn't have any little storybooks as a kid, so yeah. Sorry.
Oh my gosh. Weird Debbie says, bacon. It looks funny on StreamYard.
It
does. Here we go. Everyone always has to teach me how to pronounce things. Hello Swanky says Boss Kiat.
Good job.
That's the Deacon Beto says, you know what really sucks? There was just a video game that came out about fuzzy monsters. Hey, he might steal that one too and call it Expression of Heart.
No, he'll just call it Fuzzy Monsters.
Fuzzy Monsters.
Mason's Fuzzy Monsters.
Like he could have added something. I don't know. He just added Meta to the front, which is gonna be deemed generic.
Can Facebook go after him too?
Facebook is getting sued themselves over the name Meta.
Let's just sue everybody at this point.
It's gonna come out to be a generic term pretty soon because everything is gonna be Meta.
Yeah.
Deacon Fatal says that could have worked because that company has some issues. I don't know exactly which company you're talking about. M says notable that Hermes haven't sued the Barbara Siegel for making marble Birkins. Yeah. So some artists, some companies will sue them, but sometimes those are hard. But like I said, the derivative works. They can sue. But where they would probably lose is, are they trying to pass it off as a product from Birkin? Birkin is not making marble sculptures. Maybe they will, but right now they're not.
I would like to see this, and maybe I'll appreciate it again, just like the fuzzy bag. If it's creative, it looks nice. It looked like someone put some thought into it. You got to appreciate it sometimes. Give people some credit.
Yeah.
Will I buy it? Absolutely not. I'll be one of those customers. I'll take the champagne. Oh, wow, it's quite beautiful. Okay, finish the champagne. I don't think I'm buying today. They call that window shopper, and there we go. That is a window shop.
Okay. Yeah. So as far as like sculptors go, those ones are a little bit harder because they're not trying to pass it off. That one would probably be a little bit closer to expressive design versus making a picture of a purse, which the Birkin bag is literally a purse, So that's where they lose there. Deacon Fatal says, I'm working on my cousin. That's good.
Good job.
Deacon Fatal says, y'all are cute. Thank you.
Thank you.
I think we're a little weird. Who was in the chat calling us weirdos the other day?
Weird was.
Was it weird?
I think so. It was last week.
Oh, maybe. A couple of goofballs. Okay. Weird. Yeah, good weird. Chris Mullen says, I remember that one. Cheerful Bacon says, go Bri. Where? I don't even remember. A lot of times I don't even remember what we talked about by the time I get to these chats. As far as me pronouncing this name. And I've already forgot. Basquiat. Basquiat.
There you go.
Yeah. Can Basquiat's estate sue him too for using his art? Did I miss that? Can Basquiat's own estate sue who?
Mason.
Oh. Is he the owner of the designer or did he design the Birkin bag?
I don't know who that is.
I missed some of the chat, so I'm a little off. Hello, Sonia says, another question is, would Basquiat's estate sue? Have they before to Oops Ceramic? I don't know exactly what you guys are referring to there, so I can't Can't help you there. All right, let's see. What else do we have? We have Meghan Markle. So let me go ahead and organize these because I for sure did not do that. Okay, so we got Meghan Markle. We went on a whole tangent on the Meta Birkins. I did not expect it to take that long. Let's see. I can't see what these documents are because the way my screen is set up. This is the order. We can put that one right here. This one right there. Uh-oh. That's the order. How did it get out of order? Okay. And then there's that. And then there's this motion here. All right. So we are pretty much, oh, I'm not reading that whole thing. All right, we are back on to Meg the Stallion Markle and her sister suing her for defamation of character. How dare you say you don't know me, sis?
I know you, though.
You know me. I changed your diapers. Okay, you know me.
Do you want to tell them that one time when you met this lady?
Oh.
You had an instant, and she knew you. She knew you.
Oh, yeah. So we went to this event. This is just a short story off of what we're going to get into. A Samantha Markle moment. We went to this event for one of his friends' weddings. And there was a lady there, an older lady, and she was like saying hi to everyone or whatever. And she said hi to me. And she was like, "How is school?" And I was like, "I'm not in school. I've already finished school." She's like, "Oh yeah, I remember you when you were little and all of this." And I'm like, "No, I don't think so." And then her friend was next to her. She's like, "No, you don't know her. You don't know her." She's like, "Yes, I do know her. I do know her. I remember her when she was little." I'm like, "I've never met this lady before. I'm like new to the community."
New to like literally my community. So there was no chance of this lady possibly knowing her. Even knowing me, I don't even know the lady.
He didn't even know the lady.
So.
And he's the one that brought me there. And then I think it was a little bit of like an accent barrier or something because I didn't realize what she was saying at like that. She thought she knew me at first until the other lady started saying, "No, you don't know her." Like, it's like, no, I didn't have a name, but she for sure knew me.
All right, let's get in the case.
That's Samantha Markle saying, "Megan, I'm your sister.
I know you.
You know me. You know me. Let me in the club." Okay. All right. So let's see. Samantha had a motion to compel coordination of deposition. So that's what the title is. They're anticipating that Harry and Meghan Markle are going to be deposed because Meghan Markle is the one that made the statements, and then Harry is her husband. So I guess he would have some information as to whether she claims Samantha before her fame or not. So she made a motion to compel Meghan Markle's attorneys to coordinate with them in doing the deposition so they can ask Meghan the questions. Basically, Meghan Markle's attorneys are like, "No, we're going to hold off on the deposition because we made a motion to dismiss and this case is going to be dropped. So we're not going to get our client saying something under oath for you to use it against her later on in life." So they filed this motion here. So we'll go through a little bit of this. We're not going to go through the whole thing. It's 6 pages. I guess it's not that long, but we got a couple of documents that I want to look at. So let's go ahead and take a peek at this. Let me know in the chat if you guys remember this case. I know we briefed it a lot at the beginning of the stream, but go ahead and drop your opinions in the chat. Let me go ahead and do another poll for Meghan Markle.
Let me grab some water.
Markle, what should the poll be? It should the Markle case be dismissed? You gonna go get water?
Yep.
Go ahead. Yes. We don't know you. We don't know you, Samantha. I gotta get what is it called? I gotta get media insurance. Somebody's gonna cuss me out one day. We don't know you, Samantha. Are we on Megan's team? I don't really remember. No. Megan knows that girl. Oh, let's say her sister. Can we do another rich people problems one? Rich people problems. I think that's gonna be our new neutral. I don't know. Rich people's problems. Okay. Why is this in the way? Okay, go away. Let's see. Okay, so we have should the Markle case. Come on, Brianna. Case. Meghan defamation case be dismissed. Let's put a question mark on here today. Yes, we don't know you, Samantha. No, Meghan knows her sister, so it shouldn't be dismissed. And then I don't know rich people problems. That's the new one. All right, guys, the poll is up, so you can vote as to whether this case should be dismissed. As of course, we know at this point it's not dismissed, but go ahead and let me know if you think it should be dismissed. All right, so here we are. Plaintiff's motion to compel coordination of depositions. The plaintiff Samantha M. Markle, and through her, and one other thing I forgot to mention that I don't know if the chat remembers is Samantha's Markle's last name was not Markle until recently. So she had married and she had her married last name. I don't know if her she changed her name back to Markle around the time that our girl Meghan Markle became the princess.
Wow.
So that's another reason why I think it's more of clout chasing.
Clout chasing.
That's why I think it is. Well, that's one of the reasons why I think it is. But yeah, so she had a different last name.
Clout.
They do anything for clout.
They do anything for clout. Literally change your name.
Yeah. So I don't know if her birth last name was Markle, but she did have a married last name that she kept for years, even after the divorce. Let's see. Meghan Markle, through her undersigned counsel, hereby moves this court for an order compelling the defendant Meghan Markle to coordinate depositions with the undersigned, and as grounds therefore, on January 3rd, 2023 at 10:11 a.m., the undersigned requested the depositions of the following individuals. They would like to depose, which just means a fancy word for interviewing someone on the record, asking them the questions that they want to ask to basically prove their case, and also for purposes of impeachment if they decide to lie on the stand. They want to interview Meghan Markle, Prince Harry. Sorry. I thought he was just a prince, but I am not like well versed on royalty. So I was like, how is he a duke and a prince? I don't know. That just stumped me for a minute.
I think duke is like where he's a prince at. I'm not too sure. I'm making this up as I'm speaking.
Yeah, so don't
quote me up. But yeah, there's a bunch of like princes.
I know, but I didn't know he was a duke and a prince. Well, I guess that's why she's the duchess. But why are they? I don't know. Beyond my pay grade here. Okay. They want to interview Meghan Markle, Prince Harry, Thomas Markle, who I believe is her father, Ashley Hale, I don't know who that is, Jason Knopf.
They just sound so random of names.
And then Christopher Boosie blocked. Go ahead and hit it in the chat. Christopher Boosie is going to be deposed in this case, or they're trying to depose him in this case. He's probably going to get subpoenaed. Boosie blocked. And so I don't really know if that's out yet, if he's going to be testifying. On January 5th, 2023, Michael J. Kump, hereinafter referred to as Mr. Kump, counsel for defendant Meghan Markle, refused to coordinate the deposition of the above named individuals. Specifically, Mr. Kump stated that to the extent that the proposed schedule is based on the April fact discovery cutoff, we are amenable to jointly moving the court for relief that date and or continuance of the trial date is necessary. A copy of Mr. Kump's response to the January 3rd, 2023 email is attached here too. I don't think that's a denial. I think he's saying we don't have enough time to do it before April. I don't think that's a straight up no. So a stretch for me. On January 9th, 2023, the undersigned agreed to join the Duchess' motion to extend the deadline set forth in the case management and schedule entered on August 3rd, 2022. but explained that the outstanding depositions still needed to be scheduled in compliance with the April 3rd discovery deadline. Okay, I get why they're saying that. I don't know if this is really that relevant. I probably should have looked at this before. Well, it told us who they're planning on deposing. So they're planning on deposing those people, including our good friend
Boosie
blocked.
Boosie badass.
Boosie blocked. So he is on the list along with the Duchess. Apparently he knows Meghan Markle. Isn't that cool?
He's in there.
Yeah, he is in there.
Maybe he'll change his last name to Markle. Christopher Markle.
Markle blocked? I don't know. All right. So I'm not gonna go through that whole thing. I thought that was a little bit more relevant than what it actually was. I'm gonna get some of the chats here. We did get a super chat coming in from Deacon Fatal, our rich friend. Thank you so much for the super chat, saying all I know, if I ever become a princess, I am just taking 3 folks with me and I will not be saying a thing. See, you gotta cut people off. Who would be your top 3 people you would take? Well, you can't become, a king or anything because I'm not a queen. But let's say you were going to become royal, or maybe you could. Maybe your family is long lost.
You never know.
Kingdom. Who are you taking with you? You got top 3 people you're taking with you.
With me?
Yeah, as the new king of Sierra Leone.
I would take you, my wife, obviously. Okay. My right hand. I would take my father. Mm-hmm. I like the way he gives advice and shares his opinion. Some people.
But wouldn't your dad be the king?
He would be no longer the king. We're pretending.
Oh, he's gonna
just another character. He's a non-playable character. Who else? I wouldn't take my sister. I feel like it would. Yeah. Oh, no, before I would. You have to say it like that. But it's just no, not anymore. Who would be my third? I would take my aunt Haja. She's cool. Okay. I think us, we would have a good kingdom. Would be fair, would be forward, and would mind our business.
All right, you got it straight from King Alpha's mouth. Ceramic says, thank you again, Deacon Fatal, for the super chat.
Thank you.
Ceramic says Samantha is like 15 years older. Yeah, she's a lot older than her. I don't know the exact age difference. Cheryl Reed says they have several different titles. Yeah, I don't keep up with the royal family, so I would have no clue.
We don't even have really good knowledge on royalty. So
yeah,
we
no.
might not in that part either. No. We're not going to any Birkin meetups or royal meetups.
We're not going to Birkin. We talking about stuff way out of our pay grade today.
Just talking regular folks.
That's what I was saying when you were gone. I was like, I need to get my media insurance because somebody's going to come after me one day. Don't let the BRI-HIVE blow up.
Right? Come look at this.
It'll be Tasha K being sued by Cardi B. Deacon Beto says he isn't in line for the throne that doesn't exist. Who would be him? See, I don't know. Let me just keep my little mouth shut.
A lot of people in their family. Yeah. Do they get to fight?
Well, he dropped out of the family, I thought.
They don't fight no more for the kingdom, with swords.
No.
That would be a good pay-per-view moment.
You want them to fight with swords?
I would pay for pay-per-view for something like that. The best one becomes the king.
Okay, Wakanda.
I would pay $100 in pay-per-view to watch that.
Well, people paid to watch the wedding.
Nah, that other one, that's where it's at.
Okay, Gabrielle George says he was given the dukedom when they got married. Okay, so he was a prince turned duke, but he's a prince and a duke. Yeah, I can't keep up with it.
He's a duke prince.
Mary Smith says duke is stuff they decide later. He's born a prince no matter what. Okay, that makes sense. Born a prince no matter what. The titles are given as they get older. Okay, that makes sense. Okay. I should, like I said, talking out my pay grade. Connie Cat says Duke and Duchess are land-based title. Okay, yeah, that makes sense because it says Duke of Sussex. Let me shut up because I do not know how to say that word. Chris Laura, that's a cool name. Modelis, I hope I said that right. Throw Samantha away in the trash.
Yeah, after she changed her name. Oh, come on. That is definitely cloud chasing.
Marianne Williams says he is prince by birth, but become a duke when he is married. Y'all know a lot about this. We gotta see. This is why we need the member streams. They know a lot.
Very informational.
Yes.
So.
Oops. Ceramic says, I think Samantha is also frustrated with all the dragging through the mud she and her dad have gotten by Meghan without much chance to rebut. Yeah. So I'm not too familiar with the statements about the father, but they have him on a deposition list, and I'm sure they're going to ask him questions, and he's going to say he raised Meghan in the same house with Samantha, and Samantha changed Meghan's diapers. And yeah, we're going to have a lot, but at the same time, is that biased testimony? Most likely biased testimony.
I have people that's how they try to build a connection with me, is like, oh, I used to take care of you, and
I know you from when you was a baby.
I don't know you.
Just like that lady knew me. Just like the lady knew me.
That would be too much.
Chris Mullen says that's how it works. He's a prince because he is the son of a prince heir to the throne at the time, and his other title is that he is the Duke of the region of Sussex in United Kingdom, something like that. Yep, I think you guys are right. I'm just gonna go with it. I'm gonna go with it because you guys know what you're talking about. But who's next in line though? Because the queen died, didn't she?
Mm-hmm.
So who's next?
I think there's still a king. That's what I'm trying to tell you. They should have a pay-per-view event. Everyone
to
comes
overthrow
out.
Them.
It's not overthrow. The best succeeds.
That's overthrowing.
And like probably every 4 years, right? Every 4 years.
That's the president.
Okay, we'll make it every 15 years. At least you have time to raise your kid.
They just get to be rich forever.
They will get to battle it out, and the winner becomes the king.
Oh my.
I'm just saying.
All right, Kalisha Casey says they were given the titles like Prince William was Duke of Cambridge after Queen died, and he inherited the dad's title as future king and become the Duke. Okay, yeah, because his brother, well, actually, Prince Harry dropped out of the race anyways, right? So he can't be it anyways.
What do you mean he dropped out of the race?
He like fled the country.
Oh.
Didn't he gave up his titles, didn't he? Or am I just making stuff up?
Oh, I did hear that one where he
they left the royal family.
They left the royal family.
Weird Debbie M says, ask Nate the lawyer about Samantha and Meghan. He will give you an inner earful. We should have him on, but he didn't respond to my DM. Yes, I'm putting you on blast, Nate the lawyer. Crystal Laura says Ashley Hale is Samantha's daughter. Oh, okay. That she apparently gave up. Oh gosh.
Wow.
Okay, this is gonna get messy. Ashley Hempel says Ashley and Meghan were close, I think. And that's her daughter. They were raised together, maybe.
It's messy.
Connie Cat says Boosie was in the Netflix special. I have not watched it. I have not watched that Netflix
We'll
special.
add it to our watch list.
Yeah. Okay. All right. I'm getting behind in the chats. You guys are on fire tonight. But we got a super sticker from Marianne Williams. Thank you so much for supporting the channel. $20 super sticker. I cannot see it here on StreamYard, but if you guys are in the chat, you will be able to see it by clicking on Marianne's icon at the top, and it says thanks for being you, and it's a little pear looking in the mirror. Well, thank you so much. Definitely appreciate all the support on the live stream. I'm telling you guys, we are trying to grow this thing. We said 50K. We might be pushing for 100K by the end of the year.
Oh, wow.
Subscribers. We want to grow the BRI-HIVE. And I thank everyone that has been supporting me so far because it keeps me going. I'm able to do this. And it's kind of like, even though I'm tired, it's kind of like a relaxer for me. Yeah. So I definitely appreciate everyone that comes on and supports me here on the channel. And I hope you guys join in the members live stream next time.
Yeah, you guys should. That was very fun.
Yeah. So thank you again, Marianne, for the super sticker. Definitely appreciate it. All right. I want to get into we're done with the motion to compel. Did I already close? This is it, right? Yep. Yeah. Okay, we're going to close that one out, and then we're going to go on to the order because the court made an order as far as the discovery goes. And so discovery is just kind of fact finding. You can request things from the other side. They have to give it to you. If they're not giving it to you, they have to give you the reason as to why they're not giving it to you. Is it privilege? Is it overly burdensome for them to collect the information? Is it irrelevant? And that's what Markle is probably going to argue for a lot of things, is that it's irrelevant. They said the depositions are irrelevant because they don't have any knowledge of the statements that she said other than watching it on TV, which is what we know as hearsay. So yes, let's check out the order that the court made. This cause comes before the court upon a motion to stay discovery filed by defendant Meghan Markle. I did not see that document when I was pulling all this stuff up, so sorry for not having that. Upon careful consideration, the court will deny the motion. Why, court? Why are you denying Meghan the Stallion Markle?
Now that you might end up on the next Netflix.
On the next documentary, like this little black girl is online calling the Duchess Meghan the Stallion.
YouTube.
I need my media insurance. In this action, Samantha Markle sues Meghan Markle for defamation and injurious falsehood. Defendant Markle has moved to dismiss the first amended complaint. She now asks the court to stay discovery, means to stop discovery until certain things. To stay discovery pending resolution of her motion to dismiss. Oh, so I was incorrect in that. I thought they already made a decision regarding the motion to dismiss, but apparently not. So let's see. The defendant Markle is Defendant Markle argues that the requested stay of discovery is reasonable because the motion to dismiss is likely to be successful and an order granting it would entirely dispose of the case. She also contends that if the first amended complaint were dismissed, any further amendment would be futile, and that Plaintiff Markle would not be prejudiced by a stay of discovery. Plaintiff Markle opposes the request for a stay, arguing the defendant is merely seeking to delay the case and that prompt discovery is required to address the factual issues raised in the motion to dismiss. That's a good argument. And apparently the court went with it. Courts have broad discretion in managing their own dockets. This discretion includes the ability to stay discovery if a movement demonstrates good cause and reasonableness. The pendency of a motion to dismiss normally will not. So just because she has a motion to dismiss out will not justify a unilateral motion to stay discovery pending the court's resolution of the motion to dismiss. But this order is kind of irrelevant at this point. We'll get into it.
Okay.
We'll get into it. I'm trying to jump ahead here. All right. So the 11th Circuit case law, including the 11th Circuit's holding in Chusama versus Mazda Motor, does not support the implicit contention that discovery should be stayed whenever a defendant files a motion to dismiss, which makes sense because if you lose, then you've just delayed the trial for no reason. However, unusual circumstances may justify a stay of discovery in a particular case upon a showing of prejudice or undue burden. Let's see. Thus, a stay of discovery pending the resolution of a motion to dismiss is the exception rather than the rule. In determining whether to I can't read today.
In determining whether to stay discovery pending the resolution of a motion, the court must balance the harm produced by a delay in discovery against the possibility that the motion will be granted and entirely eliminated the need for such discovery.
In balancing these, are we doing popcorn reading?
Popcorn reading.
In balancing these considerations, the court may take a preliminary peek at the merits of the purportedly dispositive motion to determine if on the motion's face there appears to be an immediate and clear possibility that the court will grant the motion, which supports entering a stay. The court generally denies motions to stay absent a clear indication that the court will dismiss the action entirely in its entirety. Finally, the movement must show the necessity, appropriateness, and reasonableness of the proposed stay. Here, defendant Markle does not show the unusual circumstances justify the requested stay, or the prejudice or the undue burden will result if the court does not impose a stay. Although a preliminary peek at the motion to dismiss suggests that some of the claims against her may be ripe for dismissal, so they're saying there may be some claims that will be dismissed. There's some claims in there that's probably going to get dropped. Now, with this motion to dismiss, where was I going with here? To impose the stay, she probably won't be able to show that it will be an undue burden. Worst comes to worst, she does a deposition and says she doesn't know anything, right? Mm-hmm. So that's what the court is getting at here. Some of the claims are ripe for dismissal. The review does not reveal at this time a clear indication that the court will dismiss the action in its entirety. So some of the claims may stay, and off the top of my head, I don't remember what all the claims are. Thus, defendant Markle does not satisfy the high standard required to stay discovery pending the resolution of a dispositive motion. Having balanced the harm produced by the delay in discovery against the possibility that the court will grant the motion to dismiss, the court will deny the motion to stay discovery. Accordingly, it is ordered that defendant Markle's motion to stay discovery is denied. So they went ahead and denied it. Some of the claims may be dropped, but there may be some things lingering, or it will be dropped. So we just have to wait and see. Why? See, I don't practice on this level. Like, I do family law, which is a little bit more casual than all this federal stuff. And
it sounded like a lot of words just to say no.
Yep. They had to explain why they were saying no. That was a lot of words to say no. Right. Just say no. They said no in the beginning, told you the reason, and then no again.
4 pages of no.
Yeah.
That's tough.
Yeah. So yeah, it's a little bit more formal and complex than what I practice on a daily basis. Family law is like super, well, at least the court that I am in is super casual because a lot of people represent themselves. So all of this, the motion to dismiss taking this long to decide, I think we covered this in like October, because I think that was before I went on my hiatus. Now I'm about to go look for the documents.
I like your term, hiatus.
I did go on a hiatus. Let me see. I'm trying to find it. So give me a moment here. Let's see. Meghan Markle. These are all the cases that I've covered so far. Do I not have a folder for this one? Oh, Brianna.
Meghan copyright, right? Or is that Megan Thee Stallion? This one?
Oh, no. I think that's Megan Thee Stallion. Yeah, that's Megan Thee Stallion.
I thought that's Megan.
We got Megan's on this channel.
Name it Megan Thee Stallion Markle.
Did I not? I must have not saved the documents that I use for her. So I'll have to find that at a different time to see what the actual causes of action are in that case. Okay, so I'm gonna get into the goddamn vote. And it says, should the Markle defamation case be dismissed? And this was just a question in general. This was not necessarily this particular motion, but should the case for defamation be dismissed? And this is 42 votes. So almost everybody here that is live voted this time. Yeah. And we have 31% saying, yes, we don't know you, Samantha. Then we have 38%, which is the winner, saying no, Meghan knows her sister. But is it defamation to say that's not my sister if she doesn't feel like that's her? To me, that's her feelings. Like, I don't consider you to be my sister.
And it could be maybe their sister by blood.
They are sisters by blood.
But it doesn't, nowadays we know that doesn't entail.
It's a half sibling too.
They could be,
but they didn't grow up together.
Yeah,
and then also have.
The relationship
let me.
Okay,
half sibling by father is different than half sibling by mother.
How so?
Because a lot of the times when you're a half sibling by father, you don't grow up with the other siblings. If your dad has a bunch of baby mamas, usually the kid is with the mom, not with the dad.
Okay.
So generally when kids grow up that are half siblings and they have the same mom, they tend to consider each other to be actual siblings or whatever house you grow up in. Most of the time, the kids don't end up with the dad. So people in chat, you can let me know if this is accurate, but I do think that whatever house you grow up with in, you're more likely to consider them a full sibling versus a half sibling because of genetics or blood, versus if you grow up in a different house with them, you might be like, I don't live with them, you know?
Okay. I see.
Yeah, that's all I mean.
Okay. There's more stuff to it.
Yeah, more stuff to it.
But the chat has voted. They said, no, Meghan knows her sister.
Meghan knows her sister. And then the other option was, I don't know, rich people problems, 31%. That's our neutral from now on.
Rich people problems.
That is a good one. Good job. You came up with that one.
Thanks. See, you guys are going to help me keep my job. Just saying.
He was late to work today.
And look at that. You saved me, right? We could add that into my evaluation.
Yeah. Guys, keep tabs on him. Keep tabs on him. We're going to have an employee review at the end of the month and see how it's going.
No. I'll still listen in the other room.
He's going to be in the comments trolling.
Right. That's right.
Okay, let me see what the chat is saying here. Let's see what the chat is saying. I'm gonna go up a little bit. Hopefully I can keep up this time. Let's see. All right, we have Hella Swinky says Mary Smith. The part that I know is true. We talked about that last time. Their gap in age, it isn't unreasonable to think they didn't have a close relationship. Exactly. That's why I keep saying she changed her diapers. But does that necessarily mean like that she has a close relationship with her? Maybe from, sometimes when you're older, you remember a lot more stuff than the younger person does. You could be like, oh, you were my baby when you were little. But if you're a baby, you don't remember that stuff. Right. So once you get older and now she's not around, she's probably going to feel like, oh, I don't have a close relationship with my older sibling, versus the older sibling that took care of them was like, oh, yeah, I changed your diapers. I used to take you to the park. And the kid's like, I don't remember going to the park with you.
I get that a lot.
Yeah. So to Samantha, it could have been a close relationship, but to Meghan, she's probably like, I don't know you from.
I mean, that's her right too.
Yeah, that's why I said it. I feel like it's more opinion based.
Yeah. They're really trying to go to court just to be like,
let's take a DNA test. I'm her sister.
Just for her to say that's tough. So I feel like the royal family is funding this, like I said.
Yes.
It's a waste of time and money.
Chris Floyd, this is in Florida U.S. court. I think someone must have asked.
Deacon's
okay. Rare in the history says, Alpha, they're engaged. Who's engaged?
We're engaged.
Oh, us? Oh, yeah, we are. I was like, are they talking about something from the case? Hella Sluggy says, don't we get to choose who we call family? How is that defamation? That's what I'm saying. I feel like it's a little bit more opinion based than what Samantha is trying to make it like literal. And to her, like we just said, maybe she did feel like she had a close relationship to her because maybe she cared for her when she was a little baby. Yeah. But Meghan don't remember that. And she don't want to claim her. Yeah, maybe, just move on.
Maybe one person felt like they had a relationship and the other person's like, I did not like you.
Yeah, I didn't even like you,
that happens,
And it could be, now that they're older, she doesn't really help her. Or she didn't really help her get into where she was. And then when she became famous, then all of a sudden, that's my sister. Let me change my last name and all of that. Like, people can be turned off by that. So I'm feeling like, even though by DNA, and it might be a fact that you are sisters, doesn't necessarily mean that you have a close relationship, which is basically what
I feel creeped out if somebody changed their whole last name and almost their whole image of who they are to now fit into mine. That's invasive.
And she was a different name for years. She married twice, and I believe she had those different last names and didn't change back to Markle until more recently. Weird Debbie M says, I thought there was more claims of defamation. I think there are variants of the claims of defamation, but I can't remember off the top of my head exactly what is in the complaint. I could probably pull it up on the internet, but I want to get through the chats real quick. Kalisha Casey says, didn't she say she felt like an only child? Yes, that was one of the statements, that she felt like an only child. Let me try to get this complaint up. Complaint. I found it easy earlier. Meghan, how do you spell this girl's name? Markle.
Italian.
Defamation complaint.
I'm surprised you didn't type it.
Megan Thee Stallion defamation. Okay, let's see if it gives it to me. It gave it to me last time.
They made all the news.
Yeah.
Every platform is.
I'm not going to be able to find it quickly. It popped up like the first result on my computer at work, but not here. Cheryl Reed says, discussions about Meghan are like religion and politics. You have to agree to disagree, in my opinion. That is true. Deacon Fatal says, to rare in the history, Florida, this is going to be a hot mess. Yes.
I didn't even know they lived in Florida. Is it Samantha that
Samantha is in Florida.
Okay, that makes sense.
Yep. Hello Sunky says, there's got to be more to this than Meghan saying, I don't know her. There's several statements. So there's 10 statements that she's alleging the defamation for. I can't remember everything off the top of my head. I can't find my complaint, so I'm going to have to look for it.
I'm going to start suing people for that. If I say I know you and you say you don't know me, we're going to court.
It's like opinion based.
I know you.
Yeah, it's opinion based. Weird Debbie M says she grew up mostly with her dad, but what do you call it? Meghan Markle says she didn't grow up mostly with her dad. And so that's where his testimony is going to come in to say, no, she lived with me.
Participating in this?
Because he allegedly is also clout chasing.
So it's just a family of clout chase. Okay.
These are the allegations. These are the allegations. Deacon Fatal says only child. Yes, she did say she grew up as an only child, which would make sense if Samantha is substantially older than her. Samantha would be out of the house by then, right? Where in the history, Doria, Meghan's mom, was absent for years. They had split custody for a few years when Meg was little, but dad had her full time in her teen years. Okay, and like I said, that's going to be something he's going to have to be deposed of, and then also to come out on the stand, and then for the jury and the judge to see if they believe him or not. Like, is he going to give an Amber Heard performance?
No.
Or is he going to give a Johnny Depp performance?
I remember that Amber Heard case you covered. She was wrong, and that has scarred me every time I hear her name because you hear my face.
Yeah. And she's Mary Smith says she lived with her dad longer than the moms, and I think that is Samantha's claim as well. But we gotta get. That's why they're saying deposition, do discovery. Let's find out. But even if that was the case, Samantha, if I'm not mistaken, let's see how old Samantha Markle is. So she probably didn't grow up with her. She grew up as an only child.
So if Meghan just comes out and says, "Cool, I'm sorry, fine, you're my sister."
She's gonna be liable. She's admitted to the
she
guilt.
Gotta keep lying and saying oh wow.
No, she never said she wasn't her sister. She just said she grew up as an only child.
I could see where maybe she was getting that feeling. Maybe she just felt isolated as a child.
Yeah, well, sometimes I call my cousins that grew up as only child. I'll still say they was an only child because the time that I knew them, they were an only child, and now they got all these siblings. It's like, okay, well, I know that they have siblings, but to me, they were only children.
Yeah.
So yeah, I can see where she's coming from. Ty says, is it defamation? I doubt it. I don't think it rises to the level of defamation. Little Lady, another member of the channel, says there's way more to this than we are aware about. Discovery will help answer some of the things we are confused about. Yes, exactly. Hella Swanky says, no, that's petty, or that's pretty much the norm / typical. I heard same mom equals siblings, while same dad have siblings, and those you grow up in the same house with are usually more likely called siblings, not half. Yeah. That's going back to our conversation that we were having.
Learn something new.
Yeah.
I didn't know.
People, I mean, to each their own, but in like the community I grew up with, it's like we don't call halves if you in the same house, right?
Yeah, same for us.
Mm-hmm.
You don't make the parents feel awkward.
It's not about the making the parents feel awkward.
That's why my community does it. No, so the parents don't.
It's not about the parents. It's about the siblings.
I'm telling you about my community is because of that. It's not because it's your choice. It's you don't want to create that pressure if that was the case.
Yeah.
So you just kind of go with, yeah.
All right. Chris Mullen says, I predict that this will settle before it reaches trial. I think a lot of the causes of action are going to be dismissed, and the judge already kind of hinted at that. And to the point where it might not be worth it taking it to trial. But Samantha might want to push it so she can depose her and say, so I'm not your sister. We don't know. Weird Debbie says, and Harry and Meghan lied on the Netflix documentary. Yeah, a lot of people were saying that. I haven't watched it yet. Chris Mullen says, I agree that gap in ages make a huge difference. Yes, especially if you're not there all the time. If she moved out already by the time she was with her in her teen years, and Samantha, let's just say she's 15 years older. She's 30, living her own 30-year-old life. Like, it's different.
Yeah. I remember like when I moved and I was gone for a little bit, my little sister actually took that personal. And I remember she got mad at me one time and she was like, you're not even around. And I was like, wait, what? And people were affected.
You kind of got that age gap almost.
We do have a big age gap, but I didn't realize like me leaving for just, a couple of years, that was like significant. But, everyone takes things differently.
Yeah. Let's see. Oh, I didn't read this one. Kalisha says, I have one blood sister, one step, and 3 half. I consider them all my sisters. We are close with one another, even though sometimes one may not be on the best terms with the other. Yep, that makes sense. A lot of, and depending on your family, you might just claim everyone with no issues. It just depends on how you were raised and how your parents,
structured it.
Yeah, structured it. Oops, Ceramic says, Samantha said that Meghan would call her from her job overseas, telling her everything going on and about her depression and things she was having a hard time with. But then that stopped as princess. And see, that's the other thing that's going to come into play. It's who is the jury and the judge going to believe? Because Samantha can say this and Meghan can say this, and does it still mean she didn't grow up as the only child? I don't think it rises to the level of defamation. It might have hurt Samantha's feelings, but I don't think it's a legal action. That's just my opinion.
Everyone can, say what they want. I think at the end of the day, if I was a juror and I was presented with just the facts that we just reviewed, I would have dismissed it. I don't think it's the case.
Yeah, I don't think it rises to defamation. I'll have to look at what the other causes of actions are, though. Ashley Himble says, my brothers are half, but we grew up in the same house. They have half sisters from their dad's side. All of us ended up getting close. That is really good. It takes a village. And you can choose your family, too. Hello Swanky says, right, I have half and step siblings, but consider myself an only child. I grew up the only child in my home, and my siblings are all 20 plus years older than me. Exactly. Wow. Yep. That's probably how they're feeling. That is a big age gap. Marianne Williams says, my sister and I are 10 months apart, and we remember so many things differently from childhood. Could not imagine with a large age gap. Yeah. Yeah, sometimes I look at my siblings like, how did you get that out of our childhood? Maybe I was in a different house. I don't know. Mary Smith says, that's hard, though. How do you prove someone's perception of your relationship is false? Exactly. That's why I don't think it rises to defamation, because it is a perception of the relationship. You can't say, oh, just because I feel like I'm close to her, she should also feel like she's close to me.
That's like, okay, let's say you thought you were dating me. But
bruh,
come back.
I'm not even gonna go down that line, because there's a lot of people that feel like they're dating someone and that person doesn't know that they are dating that person. Even though they spend every day with them, they still confused about the dating.
So if this case wins, wouldn't this be like a reference? Because it's like, you thought we were, but we weren't. That's how I see the whole case. We're not friends.
All right, Deacon Fiddle says, it's like going back to the blood is thicker than water quote that no one gets correct. Right. That is true. Cheryl Reed says, Samantha is a grown woman who needs to move on and stop looking for validation and clout. That's where I'm at with it. I think that Meghan can, and I'm not a Meghan Markle fan. I didn't even know who the heck she was until all of this stuff started coming out about her being with the prince. And I really don't keep up with them either, the royal family either. So all of this stuff was just like, okay, this partially black girl is going in the White House. And then now all of a sudden her sister is suing her. And it's just more drama for the press, right? And more content for my channel since I cover celebrity lawsuits.
Clout.
Oh, look at me. I am the new Samantha Markle. All right. So let me see. Oh, there was one more thing I wanted to get into on this. So remember, I started to get ahead of myself when we were talking about the case, and then I pulled myself back. And I said the motion to dismiss is like irrelevant right now because they agreed to change the dates anyway. So they were like, oh no, we need to get the deposition done before April. And then they're like, oh, but here's a list of new dates that we're proposing for the trial.
They're not serious. They're not serious.
Disclosure of expert reports, pushing it back to May. Discovery deadline, pushing it back to July. Dispositive motions, August 4th. I didn't know they could take that long to decide on a motion to dismiss, but that just goes to show when you are a lawyer, you don't know everything. So don't think lawyers know everything. Okay. Pretrial statements to November 14th. Then they're going to have pretrial conference on December 12th. This is a whole year from now at this point. Briefs are due by December 5th. And then trial begins on January 2nd, pushing it into a whole new year. I think it was scheduled for October, if I'm not mistaken.
We're looking
and
at
they pushed everything. Yeah, they pushed everything back about 3 months. That's what it's looking like to me. And this is going to be a jury. It's going to be up to them to decide who they believe. Is the jury going to say who freaking cares? Like, that's what I think. I would say who freaking cares. Yeah. Is it defamation? Like, does that... I feel like it brought more attention to Samantha Markle just for, because I don't know who Samantha, well, I didn't know who Meghan Markle was, but I didn't know who Samantha Markle was until this lawsuit came out. And I didn't know she had a book until I read about it in the lawsuit. So I feel like it brought her more attention and people might want to read her book now.
Yeah, it just all comes back to the clout. You know, sometimes even bad publicity is publicity, right? I saw that. It's okay. It's okay.
What is this for?
We're just really good friends.
We're just really, this is our friendship bracelet.
That's our friendship. Well, you only one that has one, so friendship bracelet.
It's my friendship ring. You know, when you were kids, you used to buy that little best friend cheap jewelry. Oh my gosh, this is ridiculous. I can't believe this. Hello Swanky says, LOL, yeah, huge age gap. Both my dads are 15 years older than my mom, and one of my dads was a hoe. You got 3 dads?
Wow.
That's blessed.
Blessed?
To have 3 dads? Yeah.
No. I gotta have 3 mentors. I don't see. Maybe you're not experiencing the dad from a guy's like
because you gotta get in trouble all the time.
Yeah, like dads, they bully their sons. Like
I don't agree with that. I think dads are nice to their sons.
Nah, man. You see, your dad will never go, you trying to challenge me? You'll never hear that.
Yes, it would.
Your dad tells you that?
Yes.
I gotta see. See, you think I can tell you when.
Men are more sensitive than women. That's my opinion. All right. Chris Mullen says, Taylor Swanky, yeah, my sister's husband is 16 years older than she is. His kids are already well into their 20s before my niece was born. Yeah, that's crazy to me. I have an uncle like that. He having kids at the same time my cousin's having kids, but he's the dad. Yeah, interesting. Cheryl Reed says, that's right, Bri. I don't know exactly what you're referring to, but I like being right. Hello Swanky says, friendly, regular reminder to become an official member of the BRI-HIVE. Hit the join button on the Android and desktop or tap the youtube.com/Boss Attorney Bri. Join. Thank you so much for the promotion. Love to see it. Yes, guys, if you would like to be a part of the community, the BRI-HIVE, apparently we're going to try to do monthly streams for members.
I'm excited for that.
It was a good time, wasn't it? If you guys didn't watch it, check it back. We had one last Saturday. It was a pretty good time.
Yeah, I think it's good to see other people's, faces. They get to share. Everyone, I feel like, is a community here. It's another way to engage.
We hang out multiple nights a week. I hang out with you guys more than I hang out with my friends in real life.
Stole my wife.
No, you're here now. You've joined the BRI-HIVE.
I ended up getting a job.
Hella Swanky says, I would be so irritated if I was Meghan, but also if I knew we really were not close, I'd be petty and see it through. My thing is, does it really matter? Her saying that, is it really affecting Samantha like that? Like, let's be honest. How old is Samantha? Gotta be like 50 or something. Is it really affecting your life like that? How old is Samantha Markle? And guess what? She probably would not even have any Google references, in my opinion, if it wasn't for this lawsuit. Oh, it's Samantha. Because guess what? Her name wasn't even Samantha Markle.
Now it is.
She was born in 1964, so she's 56.
She's 56, you're talking fighting for notoriety? Okay.
To say you're somebody's sister. And
I didn't know she was 41.
Yeah, so Meghan is 41. So it is a 15-year age gap for those of you that were saying that.
I didn't know she was 41. I thought she was like early 30s. Yo.
Chris Flor Mondalis. I don't know if I'm saying that right, but cool name. Did they really choose the day before Harry and Meghan's son's birthday? Wow. I don't know when his birthday is.
Wow.
Chris Mullen says, I didn't know who she was either. Yeah, I had no clue. But apparently she was the actress on Suits, and everyone thinks lawyers should watch that show, but I never watched it. So
you know what? I'm the same way with like medical shows. I just don't find them interesting.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. And we have Ashley Hempel, a new member of the channel. Thank you and welcome to the BRI-HIVE. Love to have you here. Everybody give a warm welcome to Ashley Hempel. We are growing. We are growing well. Yeah. Join the member crew. Love to see it. Thank you for joining and becoming a member. You have access to the cool badges and the emojis that StreamYard does not like to show us, but the chat can definitely see it. So thank you. I hope you enjoy being a member.
And attend the members
live stream.
Yeah.
Well, let's thank you talking to Chris. Let's see. Hello Swanky says 2 dads, 1 mom. Yeah, it was a blessing. Yeah, it's good when you have multiple parental figures as long as they're good parental figures. Yeah. As long as they're good parental
I just think my dad was just one of those, like,
I'm gonna show this whole stream to your family.
He's tough, and he'll probably agree with me. He's tough. So, and I was the first, so I got him when they were young, and yeah, traumatized a little bit. He was very strict.
Yeah.
But I won't change it. I think it helped me kind of shape my path. So
yeah. Kalisha Casey says ring pops were my bling as a kid.
What's your ring pop?
This is my friendship ring. Best friends forever. Best friends forever.
Forever and ever.
SpongeBob song. The Hello Swanky says my parents divorced when I was 14 months and moms got remarried, so 2 dads. Okay, yeah. So that's a good situation. Yeah. It's cool to have multiple influences. I just got my 2 parents. They're cool though.
Jeez, I hope they see this and see how disappointed you are.
My older sister
now
got
you
a
sent
lot
my
of
parents a link. I'm gonna send your parents a link.
My older sister got like 4 parents. I just got 2. So her kids got like 6 grandparents or something like that. 8 grandparents. A lot of grandparents for those kids. And they're the only ones on both sides of the family.
Wow.
My sister's kids, yeah, they're the only ones. Well, I guess my brother has a kid too. Yeah. Paula Meha, welcome back to the live stream, saying hi everyone, made it to another live. We are happy to have you here. Hello Swanky says, LOL, wait, is everyone saying same or me too to our dads being hoes? Hey, it was a time. Depending on when there
wasn't social media like that, so it was easy.
They can get away with it easy. Yeah. Marianne says, gotta roll. Have a great evening. Thanks for the great stream, Bri and Alpha. Thank you for joining the stream, dropping a member emoji that StreamYard hates to show us. But thank you so much, Marianne. We definitely appreciate you. And thank you again for the super chat today.
Yeah, thank you so much. See you next time.
Yes. Kalisha Casey says, question, would this have to be proven with facts? Do cell phone records go back that far? Not sure if you answered earlier. I may have missed. So I haven't talked about cell phone records, but yes, they would have to prove with facts. A lot of it is going to be testimony because a lot of it is their feelings. It's going to be their feelings because you can call somebody. She could have called Meghan every day to cuss her out and tell her she was that her daddy was a hoe.
Calling someone every day to cuss them out is draining. Oh, that just reminds me of your clients.
Yeah.
Yeah. No, we're not doing that. We're not doing that.
Yeah. So the phone records could potentially show that they had a good relationship because who's going to answer the phone for somebody to cuss them out?
Yeah. At my job, if a patient starts to cuss you could just hang up.
Yeah.
And then we could block them forever getting service.
Oh, yeah. That's good. That's good.
Yeah. So don't cuss.
Don't cuss them out.
don't cuss me especially.
Yeah. So whatever evidence that they have, they can bring it forward and see what and it'll be up to convincing the jury.
The jury.
They have to convince the jury. Yep. All right. Cheryl Reed says Samantha is trying to sell that book. She might have some copies that need to be sold. Ashley Hempel says it's ridiculous, and Samantha got a book and all kinds of stuff out. Right. It's almost, but if you look up her name or Meghan Markle lawsuit, it's articles on articles on articles. So she got clout whether or not she was looking for clout. Am I speculating that she was looking for clout? Yes, I am speculating that. Yeah. Do I know? No, I don't.
Because not even the last name being attached, and now there's a bunch of articles attached with Samantha and Meghan
in my book
and the book. So yeah.
It doesn't look like she's doing this because she was really defamed.
No offense on Florida, but this is some Florida behavior.
This is Florida behavior.
So, sorry if you're from Florida and don't behave like that, but I see it a lot.
Yes. All right, guys. I have not said this in a while. If you have not already, hit the like button and hit the subscribe button to help us out in the algorithm. Get us ahead of the Murdaugh trial because everybody's covering that. We're talking about some different things. So go ahead and hit the like button if you have not already. Alice Songa says, no, it doesn't. And it's not affecting her. How could it be? In what way? This would not at all be in the news were it not her suing. Exactly. She would not have the clout that she's getting right now. Okay. Everybody saying goodnight to Marianne. Rare in the history says Meghan claims Samantha was crazy and was forced to give up her daughter for neglect, impacted Samantha's business. Samantha has MS and partial paralysis. Oh, those might be part of the claims too. That does sound very, very familiar. So that way it could be affecting her. But the main things that I think the press is covering is the fact that she said that she didn't know her. But I would, like I said, I'm going to find the complaint and I'm going to look at what the allegations are because honestly, I forgot.
Did you see how much she's even trying to sue her for? It's less than $100,000. It's like $63,000.
Which is a waste of time and energy. You're going to pay more to the lawyer.
Yeah. I literally, when I read that, I was like, I want to up that a little bit.
Yeah.
Get something out of it.
Right. Hello, Swanky says, welcome to the BRI-HIVE to Ashley Hempel. Yes, welcome. Everybody, welcome Ashley in. Yes, of course. Then we have Chris Flores saying, yes, you're saying my name is right. Okay, cool. Thank you. You know, I be messing things up. Where Debbie M says, my mom passed away when I was 12, so my dad became a single dad. Well, I'm sorry to hear that, but I'm happy that your dad stepped up and was able to be the single dad that you needed.
Yeah.
Yes. Okay. Let's see what else is going on in the chat. Oh yeah, these are replies. try to get through some of this. I'm always behind in the chat now. I love it, but it's like, it's hard.
People are sharing.
Yeah. Kalisha Casey says, as a neutral party, I like to see the facts that come out. Yes, I agree with you there. I'm more on the if those statements about like her condition and, you know, losing her child, I do remember that though. So that might be one of the statements. So if she was saying stuff like that, then that's why the judge probably said some of the claims will be dismissed. Probably her being your sister or not, I'm going to lean towards that one being dismissed.
Yeah, they could let that go.
Let's see. Who's commenting to each other? Weird Debbie says, I'm losing brain cells from the Murdaugh trial. Aren't we all?
It's daunting on everybody.
I just feel so bad because people really did lose their lives, and the prosecutor and the defense attorney is making a circus of it. Alex Murdaugh is what, like one of the richest people in that city, in that county. Yet that's the the defense lawyer he hired. And mind you, maybe they did freeze his accounts if I'm not mistaken. So maybe that's what he could afford. Not to talk mess about that man, but he cannot object to save his life. He cannot object to save his client's life. He is going to sue him for ineffective counsel. Yeah. Well, if Murdaugh can watch YouTube in jail, is he on bail or is he in jail? I think he's in jail. If he can watch YouTube in jail, he'll probably file ineffective
YouTube
counsel.
In jail is wild because he would have to pay for that, so he'll have to pay for phone service from somebody rich. Or no, it's jail politics now. So you better be rich in there, and then if people know you're rich in there, they're gonna start extorting you in the prison. So no, not a good look.
Well,
so I wouldn't watch no YouTube in jail. Eat your soup, enjoy, and stay out of trouble in there. That's it.
Like I said, he can watch YouTube and then he'll get the idea to probably file for ineffective counsel. And if he's convicted of this, because I don't see them pushing it forward to get him actually convicted, then he can apply and maybe have a retrial. Okay. Cheryl, good night. Have a good night. Thank you for joining us live. I know I stream late for the East Coast folks and the people that are on the other side of the country, but I got to do it after work. Rare in the history says Hella Swanky, I agree. I'm newer to the Samantha stuff, so undecided on how much she's just mad. Sorry, it's moving on me. How much she's just mad at the lies versus actual damages, but Meghan Markle and Prince Harry have lied about so many things. I'm leaning towards her side. Yeah, so like I said, I don't keep up with them. I'm looking more at the allegations in the complaint. I have to go and look back at the complaint to see what all the allegations are. But they do say she lie a lot.
Nah.
They do say she lie a lot. So Meghan might lie her tail off to say she don't know this girl.
She kind of clout chasing too a little bit. So it's just the clout chasers.
The clout chasing Markles.
The clout chasing Markles.
I need my media insurance.
Yeah, they're gonna come get you.
Oh yeah, they are. No, I'm not big enough for them to find me.
Yeah, that's what people say till they find them.
Till they find you, yeah.
That's probably what like the dude Mason thought with the Birkins. He's like, they're too big to find me. And then they came and found him.
They did find him. Ashley Hippo says the lead defense is a state senator. Well, he needs to go take a break because, he needs to stop taking a break and actually object. That's what he needs to do. Hello, thank you, says to Kalisha Casey. Kalisha Casey. I'm neutral, to be honest. I'm just on Meghan's team because I'm so tired of the rampant racism, misogynar. Is that how you say that? Misogyny? Misogyny or misogynar? I don't know.
I think that's misogynar.
Let's see. I feel a bit defensive, skeptical of claims those who hate her but don't know why. Yeah, I'm neither a fan nor a hater of Meghan Markle. I just don't really care about. I'm a fan of Megan Thee Stallion.
What about Megan Thee Stallion Markle?
She just came out today.
Try saying that fast. Megan Thee Stallion Markle.
Meg the Stallion Markle. Yeah.
Triple M.
Chris Blair says, wow, this Murdaugh stuff sounds insane. Yeah, if you watch it, it is insane. It is insane. Hello, Swanky the Weird. They were saying, is there somewhere we can check out your art jewelry if you share it publicly? Where, Debbie, you making some jewelry? Let's check it out. Let us know where it is. Yeah. Melissa Van der Murray. Oh, I can't say that last name. Hello from South Africa. It's Friday, October 2nd at 6:40 in the morning is what I'm going to assume. Well, welcome into the live stream. We're happy to have you here.
We're on the West Coast.
Yes. Hello, Swanky. So, okay, you guys are talking to each other now. I think that is pretty much through the chat. Hello, Swanky, teaching me how to speak again. Massage and war. Okay, close enough. All right, let me get where Debbie's last comment saying prosecution is not doing a good job of presenting their case. Now the fraud stuff has been talked about for the last couple of days. The jury may think they are in the wrong trial. Yes, I didn't watch the arguments as to why that got brought in, but I am having a hard time having that brought in. Like, I get motive, but at the same time, I don't. And this is for the Murdaugh trial. So if you guys aren't keeping up with it, you probably don't know what we're talking about. So, yes. What was I going with?
Okay. Murdaugh, I'm like, sounds like a mess. Feel like a lot of criminal stuff is happening on that part, and he's gonna go to jail regardless. I think that's proven. It's just, I think
you think well, he has 2 cases pending. He has the murder trial, and then he also has financial trial. I don't know if they're gonna
forget the finances. The murder is the big one. The finances, they're gonna give him like a couple years.
I don't know if they're gonna get him for the murder. I don't think that the prosecution is doing a good job. At the same time, I'm not watching every day because I would probably lose my mind yelling at the TV. We watched like what, an hour and a half on Tuesday, and I'm in here yelling like, bro, what? Why are you talking about the same thing? All of this stuff. So yeah.
They act like as if when I pretend I'm the attorney.
Yes.
Okay.
All right, guys. Yep. So we covered 2 cases and talked about Murdaugh again. We can't seem to escape Murdaugh, but that's okay. We'll probably cover him again. I said I'll probably try to touch on that once a week. That's probably as much as I can take on it. But let me know if you guys find anything that you want me to cover, or if you guys are interested in my take on Murdaugh a little bit more. We can definitely do that. Welcome to all the new members, all the new subscribers, and everyone that hit the like button. If you have not already, go ahead and hit it. And thank you guys so much for joining the live stream. We will see you on the flip.